Hey, Dr. Karen Can. Welcome to another edition of the Spiritual Medicine Digest for this week. I'm recording this on Friday, July 20th. Yeah, 20th. So some pretty strange answers we've been getting for people's healing this week, but there has been a consistent trend of a few things. So I wanted to share a couple of these with you. So number one, and see what you think of this. So number one, we're getting with at least 3 people this week that I was doing, my one-on-ones with, that they were being affected or could feel what was going on in another timeline. And that in and of itself was not surprising at all, because that's been happening over the last couple of years. More and more people being sensitive to alternate timelines and being able to heal throughout all timelines. But really interesting was that they were feeling what was going on with their alternate selves as a spirit, not as an embodied, person in the other timeline. And when we asked more questions about the spirit, it wasn't just any old spirit, so to speak, another version of them. They were newly created, newly created spirits, meaning that they were created from that darkness, the void, the source of all creation, and that they had no lives previously, quote unquote, which is kind of weird because that's alternate life. Anyway, so it's like newly created lives. So I'm thinking, okay, so if all of creation keeps evolving and expanding, then theoretically, yeah, there could be new souls made, right? But new souls, a version of us, is that really new then? Anyway, so it was just really kind of perplexing to me. So maybe some of you have more insight into newly created souls. But interestingly, through all 3 of these, each of them had similar things going on. Each of these 3 souls had not yet incarnated into a physical body, and we're going through what in German New Medicine they talk about as a conflict shock. And so that's like kind of like, a traumatic experience that hasn't been fully resolved. And conflict shocks generally have a physical, basis. You can find the lesion in the brain and then the part of the body that it, resonates with and can cause disease if not resolved. But in this case, this is spiritual. So it's like a conflict shock on the spiritual level. And that all 3 had stubbornness as the emotion that was associated with this conflict shock not resolving. Now, because we see things in patterns, usually there is an overarching healing that can be done. And so I still have to do some more conversations with Source to figure it out. Maybe you can help me out with this one. But what I got so far was that in order to help all these newly incarnating, soon to be incarnating souls, preventing them from potentially feeling this trauma, is that we need to change the reality in which they incarnate or manifest in. So I'm doing a lot of, reading and trying to wrap my, senses and brain around this whole, reality thing, because there are multiple, supposedly possible realities in the, all of creation. And when we go into that nothingness state, that being state, where we're not thinking of anything, we're not creating for a moment, we're just literally resting from creating, then all these possibilities are available to us. But when we are too much doing or thinking to, whatever, we're not being, and when that happens is that we close off most of those realities, and only the realities from our past or our fear of the futures then starts to manifest. And that's clearly not what we want, right? We want to manifest those things that we enjoy, that's part of our soul's mission, that kind of thing. So in order to change our reality, we need to visit that being state with more quality and more often. So that's why I created the STOIM technique. So I think I got a bite here right on my chest. Bugs. Anyway, so the STOIM technique is stillness through observing internal movement. So if this is new to you, I actually have an article on my Karen Can blog on STOIM. It's literally like a 3-second technique to get you in that being state very quickly, very easily. If other methods, for whatever reason, don't resonate with you, try this one. And there are advanced methods of this where we can help you manifest So that we're going to be covering that in the Supercharge Your Healing Powers event in September. So there's still room to, get a spot there at superchargeyourhealing.com. And a bug is biting me right here. Ow. Obviously they need my attention, but I'm too busy talking to you. Okay, so what else has been happening? So some of the light warriors and I have been removing the pain bodies that we share with the collective unconscious, and that's been going well. However, there is another type of pain body that our emotional body can share with all of our other lives, not specific to the collective unconscious, but our own little mini collective unconscious within all of our lives. So you can go ahead and check if you have an emotional pain body that's shared between all your lives, and then you can go ahead and release, dissolve, and uncreate it if it's no longer necessary, or transform it to the highest vibration possible, which is probably, a form of love. So check that out, try that out, see if that makes you feel any different. Star seeds might be proxying again for another. So when you do the brain balance test, they are not themselves, they're someone else. So starseeds seem to be susceptible this week with the current ascension energies of proxying. And one of the reasons is that their soul destiny partner count seems to have gone up. Now, this may not be true for you. We have, put some limits there in some of my ascension tools and products to try to ease out some of these glitches that occur with increasing awareness and expansion and, talents and things like that. But just check in if you're feeling extra sensitive, really odd, or not yourself, or brain foggy, whatever, and you are a starseed. Just check and do some divine muscle testing and check in how many soul destiny partners do I have in this timeline. You shouldn't have that many, usually maybe 2, 3 at the most. But if you're counting like 5, 8, 7, 12, it could be this expansion related to ascension, increasing your soul destiny count, and you can go ahead and download that morphic field that I created to help, just kind of balance that out. So, because most of the time these extra soul destiny partners are not necessary for you in this timeline. It's just a little, I call it an ascension glitch. And if you need help, just go to Light Warrior Network and let us know that you need some help with this, okay? All right, so what else? I also wrote a blog on the X39. So that's the code name for this new LifeWave phototherapy patch. And I'm a big fan of the LifeWave patches. I use their Eon patch every day, often their energy enhancer patches, and sometimes Ice Wave if I have pain. Glutathione has been really great for my skin as well. So the X39 helps to activate stem cells, which is very, very exciting. I better walk around because I'm getting eaten alive here. Yeah, my property has a lot of bugs that like my blood. So there's like really amazing stories that occur, like people, like this one person, Jan, had legally blind in one eye from some accidents, and then had like 4 corrective surgeries, didn't really work, took supplements for stem cells, that didn't really work, and then within 3 weeks of using the X39 patch, he has 50% of his eyesight back, which is an amazing story. People with chronic tinnitus, ringing in the ears, which usually is really, really difficult to treat, within an hour that ringing went away for somebody else. 2 people with bone-on-bone problems in their knees got better within a few weeks with increased range of motion, normalizing. A woman with a migraine, put the patch right on her head during the migraine. Within, she said, a second, that migraine disappeared. So it has amazing actions on inflammation, pain, tissue repair, wound healing. There's some people with some accidents, including my friend Jim, who, if you look on the blog on patchtrainingteam.com, you'll actually see, and there's also one on KarenCan.com, you'll actually see some of those gruesome pictures, the before and after of using the X39 patch. So you might think, well, gee, how do I get this phototherapy patch? So you have to be a distributor to get it. So there is a fairly simple way if you want, because right now it's a promotion and it's samples only. You can't buy it directly, so you have to be a distributor. Then you have to buy what's called a maintenance pack, which most of us distributors get anyway. And then it's a bonus to that. It's a free bonus to that. So if you want the instructions on that, either to become a distributor to get this, or if you're already a distributor, how to get the maintenance pack, I have written a PDF right on KarenCan.com. So the article is called Why I'm So Excited About an X39 Stem Cell Phototherapy Patch. So just check that blog article out, and there's a downloadable PDF, and you can skip the first few pages of that step-by-step guide if you're already a distributor. If you're not, you can use, my distributor number or code to become a distributor, or if you have somebody else that's referred you who's already a LifeWave distributor, you can use their code there. So it's just kind of a simple way to $25 to get in, and then you buy one of the maintenance packs and you get it free. So this is, I think, goes through the end of August, is this promotion. And the cool thing is, we talked to David Schmidt on the webinar the other day, and he said that people are having such great results. They're not going to stop it suddenly so that you don't have it after like 30 or 60 days of using it, and then have to wait till January for the launch. So we'll look forward to other ways that we'll be able to get access to the X39 patch even after the promotion's over. So check out those blog articles for instructions. Some announcements. So Monday, I'm excited. My girlfriend, Erin Kinney, Dr. Erin Kinney, naturopathic doctor, is going to be sharing with us the body wisdom method, and she's an expert in helping women with adrenal fatigue. So definitely you want to check that out. Erin is beautiful. She's wonderful. She's funny. I had tons of fun with her and our friend Cindy and all of our friends at in the Masters program at the Wellness Leadership Retreat in Fiji. So check it out. That's going to be 12 noon, and if you're on my mailing list, we'll send you the link so you know where to click on to listen to the show, or how to call in live and ask your questions for Dr. Kinney. The other announcements, the 30th, I think it is 30th? Yeah, 30th of July is going to be my freebie mini healing mini reading radio show. So we need a topic. Yeah, we need a topic. So we're going to actually start with the topic, and then I'll do the readings and the healing. So we're going to do some group healings with the topic. So I need your feedback. What topic do you want me to speak on? On the radio show on the 30th, before we do the mini healings and the readings. So I'm going to be posting something on Light Warrior Network on Facebook, asking your opinion on what you want me to focus on for that show. So put that show down, as especially if you want a mini healing or reading, that is the time to get access to me absolutely for free. So check it out. Join the Light Warrior Network if you have not already. Do that on Facebook so you can get access to all the different resources and advice and mentoring that happens in that place. And then last thing is that I have a new video series called the Light Warrior Wisdom. And this is highlighting the main mistakes that light warrior sensitive souls make, preventing them from really enjoying their lives. And this has resonated with a lot of people. So check out that channel, that playlist rather, on my YouTube channel, and like it if you if you like what I, say on there. Also, that's going to be, we'll spread that out on Facebook as well. And lastly, I have an Instagram television channel. Thanks to my master's mentors, just found that out. So, thanks, Maggie. So the Instagram, check Dr. Karen Can. I actually have a channel, so I can do longer videos on there rather than just 60 seconds. I'm kind of excited. So like the channel, subscribe to the channel while we do some more experiments, and that's the way I can talk to you more. All right, guys, lots of love. I better put some bug juice on, or at least figure out what the bugs need for me to heal. And then we're going for a walk. Lots of love. Bye for now.